What's a military compartment?
Right.
Military compartment only takes hull or module reinforcements. You can't put anything else in it.
And the
Taking a
shield
long
cell
time to
bank.
load up.
Right.
So as uses pre-charged cells to rapidly repair shield.
Yeah, it's like it limits what you could put in there.
It has to. That's the thing that I have to. So I might as well just stick in like a hull reinforcement, right? Right. So empty internal compartment. What can I stick in that? Why is it empty? I feel like it should have something there, like a planetary landing suite or something.
It's nice to get back out there with you guys. It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, I'm you know, life happened.
Oh no.
Hey, Paul, how's it going? Paul says hi, guys.
Hi,
Specifically Dr and Lynx, but you know. Right, so...
Right, I think we are live.
Neitharu. Right.
Continue.
Planetary
Right,
vehicle
so
hangar.
We're in Lynx's one, are we?
We are.
Okay. Let's hop in there. Oh, this joint's so out of my head, so cute. Why do you
What's
keep
the
moving?
difference between the vehicle hangars? Aside from one of them,
You get more vehicles.
I think it weighs less. They both have one slot. One's got a 5-second boot time, one
like the
draws
G
more
and the
power.
H. One weighs less. You want to go for the one that weighs less.
So if I was to go for, say, a 4-slot one, I could get 2. Yeah, this one's got 2 vehicles. Ideally, I want 3, though. I assume you guys can take out my vehicles.
Ooh, I am in Kui Gateway, wherever that is. Ooh, we might be doing a bit of a run, gentlemen. What ship am I in? That's the other question. Right, where am I? Do I need to go back to Jonai, I'm guessing?
That's where I'm at.
Let's see how far away we are. Plot route. 1 jump. That's easy done.
That's not too shabby.
No, that's fine. Okay, let's go. Apparently I'm wanted. I don't know how that happened.
Maybe I have 2 ground and 1 air. Fighter hangars. That's got 1 slot. Is there not a 2-slot hangar?
It depends on which slot you're putting it in.
This is a flight regulation.
Yeah, I found one.
That's what she said. I have no idea what my stream looks like.
I'm sure Paul will tell us in a moment if he's got a moment to spare.
No, I think mine is.
Right, so I've got a 7A fuel scoop, a 6A shield generator. I've got a fighter hangar with 2 ships in there, although I actually need to buy said ships. Any particular...
Oh, I think we're all looking good. Doesn't look too artifacty or anything. Yeah, I think we're okay. What? I'm under attack! Run away!
Well,
Who's
you're
under...
wanted for something.
Yeah, run away!
So, any particular ship that I should get fighter-wise? Do you want the Condor? Do you want the G-97? Taipan?
You know, God's honest truth is you just have to try them all. If you like to fly,
I'm not going to be flying them, you 2 are.
Jump, damn it! Jump! Incoming missile! What the fuck? Go on! Jump, 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 damn it!
you get a co-pilot. It really
Jump,
doesn't matter.
jump! Come on!
Your co-pilot
Whew.
is your probably have
Ooh.
You're splitting everything. You're splitting your money. You're splitting your rank.
So
Things are a lot slower.
the
Does
idea
Link-
is that
Does Link sound quiet to you?
he is a little low on the volume, yeah. So the idea behind all of this is that I'm basically getting these ships. So when you guys get bored of being sat next to me, you can just hop in these and fuck about for a bit.
Get ones that have gimbaled weapons.
Wait, how can you multi-crew in an SLF?
Not easily.
I assume that means it's multi-crew in a sense of you guys can take them out.
Am I even going to be able to dock if I'm wanted?
Yes, because Jonai is all kind of friendly to
Okay.
dodgy
So
folks.
I'm just coming into Pribilov port now.
So do you want... I've got gimbaled and beam with a heatsink, incredibly maneuverable, lacking the same level of protection as other fighters. It's got no armor.
Well, they aren't very armored things. They're
Yeah, but I mean, the Taipan's got 45. That one had 15.
There is something seriously wrong with my YouTube chat for some reason. Look, like a white square over the top of it. Don't quite understand why.
So I just have one of each. I have one of the Imperial things and one of the Alliance things and one of my ships. I can't remember which one. But they really, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You just get the ones that have.
Looks a bit stuttery, you
if
reckon,
you're worried
Paul?
about other
Okay,
people
thank you.
flying it, get it with the gimbaled weapon.
So the Taipan gimbaled by, and the other one.
Thanks, Paul. There's something wrong with my YouTube chat. I need to change that. I will dock and then change my chat and see if I can get that to work.
So I'm thinking we should all probably think about getting enough buttons for push to talk.
I can barely hear Lynx.
I can hear him. He's suggesting we buy a new HOTAS.
I don't need a new HOTAS.
Yeah, you do. You need an extra button.
My HOTAS is fine.
And so we've got the SRVs.
So I was trying to keep my mic down because it was hot. So how's it now?
I don't know if you've changed much on my end, to be fair. I can hear you. It's in comparison to Buck, you're quiet.
Well, same here. He sounds very quiet compared to you.
Well, I just turned up the microphone here. I don't know.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, that is better. I might have a look on Discord and see. Well, actually, since I'm auto-docking, I'm going to take my headset off and go and sort out my YouTube chat. I'll be back in a moment.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about the HOTAS I have. Needs more buttons because I need buttons to talk.
See a nice blue screen. Put that there.
You know, chat and everyone else at the same time because it's like, wait, how many conversations are happening?
I could ideally do with muting Buck about now. Yeah, so I've got a fuel scoop, I've got a shield generator, I've got the fighters, I've got the ground vehicles. What else are we going to need on the long journey away?
Okay, so what exactly do you plan on doing with this thing? 'Cause if
disappearing
you
and never
right,
coming
you'll
back.
Okay, so what you're going to want to have 2 auto field maintenance units. You're going to want repair limpets. You're going to want collector limpets. You're going to want research limpets. You're going to want... So basically, you're going to want a limpet for everything that
Okay, we're behind our chair now. We don't want that. But the power of magic. Oh, God, we're taking focus out the window, haven't we? Oh, dear. Don't you just love me,
You're basically going to be using up all the space you've got.
Yeah, that's
So you're going to want a refinery in case you have to mine some stuff, because you want to be self-reliant on your mining stuff. So you're going to want to make sure that you at least have, you know, proper mining equipment on there. If you want to do all of that stuff. But I mean, you want to at least have mining lasers. You know what I mean? That way you can collect materials and whatnot. If there are no landable planets around, then
So that should
sometimes
be
it's
us
just
back in now.
easier to go to an asteroid belt and pick that up. So you're going to want at least a mining laser.
Ah,
You're going to want a
that's
cargo, at least the largest cargo rack that you can put in there.
okay. Okay, so I mean, this is just optional. You see, I know I'm not going to be able to do everything.
Well, you're not going to be able to do everything, at least right now. There is, like, I use the Coriolis website, and what that lets you do is put together the build for your, so you can actually plan your ship.
Oh,
And-
come on.
And in planning your ship, you know, it kind of makes it easier to, you know, put it together without having to, you know, make any guesses and whatnot. It makes it.
Why
a
are
lot
you
easier
not
to put the
working?
builds together.
Right, my
Yeah.
YouTube chat's out of action.
See, I
That's
have
not
no
happening.
desire to interdict anybody. I'm not going to be a fuel rat.
What? How can I be under
Mining, I
attack?
don't know if I'm going to do as much of that because it's not going to be about making money. It's just going to be about the journey. But that said, I can't buy everything I need all the time, can I?
All right, hold on. Let me actually bring up an anaconda, and I can tell you what is what.
I'm trying to
All right,
turn.
so in your hard points for your anaconda, you're going to probably want some kind of weapon of some sort. I would recommend putting that weapon in your huge hard point. That sounds terrible, but that's what you're doing.
Okay, so big weapon in hard points. Gotcha.
You can replace your 1F pulse lasers with. You should just replace one of them with a mining laser, so that way you can get materials. Because remember, those materials are also used to synthesize stuff. Like you can synthesize fuel that lets you jump further, kind of stuff.
Okay.
So you're gonna want at least a mining laser on there. One huge hard point of something, just as a deterrent. You never know when you're gonna need to fight something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I figured I need to be able to defend myself, and I figure I need to be able to like actually have shields. That's
like-
a given.
Right, like
So-
one mining laser, and then actually, I mean, you know, putting in one big weapon. I mean, you could fill them
Oh,
all,
no.
but if you want to jump far, but you don't really want to jump far, you want to go far. So
We
The
may
mining-
have a problem.
The mining laser, I don't need that gimbal, do I?
no, you don't need a gimbaled mining laser. Although if you have other people with you, it could
I can make it
be-
turreted. Yeah.
Right.
So I'll do that. What's up, Buck?
I have. Oh, it's alright. I'm only 4 jumps away. Apparently, I had some problems somewhere and had to pay money to get my ship, which is somewhere else and something. So we're gonna come back now.
I feel like Buck got
you
arrested.
put in jail.
It just brought me to Mercy's Hammer for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, you got arrested.
You got arrested.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, I paid all the money that I need to pay, and I will head back. It wasn't a lot, actually. How many credits do I have? 31 million.
That's enough to revive, probably.
In
But-
your utility mounts, you're gonna probably want a couple things. What are the stupid scanners?
So I got shaft, heatsink, kill warrant scanners, manifest scanners, wake scanners, pulse
Okay,
wave
so
battle.
you're gonna want a wake scanner. You're going to want a Xeno scanner if you can find one. You can get one at a different
See if I can get the
but
chat
You're gonna want a
working again.
Xeno scanner. because you're going to come across alien life, and xenoscanners are very helpful.
I don't have that at this point in time. That's something we can pick up on the long journey.
Yeah, you can pick that up from another station before you leave. All right, so what do
Why
we
are
say?
you
We
not
got
registering
Wakeshift
my other
scanner.
controller?
We have xenoscanner. What are the other ones?
Manifest, kill warrant, heatsink launcher, chaff launcher, point defense, and
Grab a
pulse
heat
wave
sink.
analyzers.
Grab a point defense. Grab a chaff.
Have we decided what we're doing then?
At the
Well,
minute,
right
we're
now
just
we're going
hitting
over
out
his
the
anaconda.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to be
chaff
part of the
launcher.
crew.
Well, right now we're talking. We're trying to get him like built out. I'm trying to tell him what he needs.
Okay, Lynx is still really quiet for me.
Can you turn him up? In fact, can I turn?
That's what I'm wondering, actually. I'm wondering if I've got him turned down in Discord.
Actually change the user volume. So we can actually ramp him up a bit. Because he should only be on 100.
Yeah. Let me go and have a look.
Or turn me down. That one works too. Right, so I've
No,
gone
well,
chaff.
I can't
I've
hear
got
him. I can
heatsink,
hear you fine.
I've got frame shift wake scanner, heat sink launcher, chaff launcher.
Point defense.
Point defense.
All right. So then you're pretty good on utility mounts. You can, if you have whatever you have left, you can fill those up with shield boosters.
I have 4. Shall I leave one or shall I just sell that one?
You have 4 what?
4 slots left. Although I think I'm getting rather close to power limits at this.
Oh yeah, like I said, you're gonna have to engineer your power plant.
Yeah. I kind of don't want to overdo it until I've got my engineering.
Well, it's gonna probably be a few days or so. I mean, depending on how fast you work, you're gonna be here for a while, trying to engineer everything the way you need it to be.
See, deployed, I'm at 24.38, and my maximum is 24.
This is what I don't understand. Why is
Well,
my
also
chat-
remember, you'll be turning stuff off. So you don't have to have your weapons on all the time. You just have them deactivated. You don't have to have your mining stuff on all the time. Just have them deactivated. Your utility mounts that you just bought, like the scanners, because the scanners eat up a lot of power. You turn them off until you need them, and then when you need them, you can turn it on and turn something else off.
No, we're out of
But
chat. It's not going to work.
by the time you are ready to go, all of your engineering will be done, and you'll be set. You won't have to worry about power, but for the meantime, you will, if you want to take your anaconda out today.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, we could hop onto. See, did I get the engineering done at Farseer? I feel like I did some of my power plant with her.
Some of it you
So,
probably did, or you
because I
probably
certainly
could.
need to.
I can't
What
remember.
state's my frame shift in? I've got a 6A frame shift. Which. No, I want the power plant to be an A. And the
Well,
thrusters are
Pretty
7.
much, pretty much what you're gonna. The core internals. The core internals are going to be your standard setup. You can A-rate this, because you're not going for the farthest jump range. You're going for the longest you could be out without having to worry about anything. So you can A-rate this sucker without having to worry about it. I wouldn't go overboard, but
the sensor suite.
the what?
The sensors.
Are you guys already in a wing?
Possibly.
Well, hold on, because like we're both looking in the thingamawhatsits. Where the hell is everything?
So when I'm on the core internals, the sensor suite is currently an 8.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah,
Can I
With-
fuck that off, get a better frame shift in there, and put the sensor
No. No.
balls?
No. You can only the slot that you have in your core internals. That's the max number you can go. You can go less, but you can't go higher.
I didn't know if I could like sell my current sensor suite, leave that as an empty slot,
No.
dump a frame shift in it
No.
instead.
No. It's just no. Your core slots are what they are. You can go lower in number, but you can't go higher in number, and your slots are what they are when it comes to your core.
Yeah.
So your frame shift drive is what it now. What you have to okay. All right, let's start over because we're talking about the Anaconda here, and we're not giving it its rightful due. The Anaconda it was the Kickstarter hero ship. It's the only ship in the game that has a damage model. Okay.
Okay.
It is the ship that can achieve the best jump range in the game if you play your cards right. Now, by play your cards right, that means you're flying a piece of paper, but you can achieve 337 light years with an assisted jump.
Jesus.
You can easily get 64 light years if you, and we're talking about 64 light years with a normal setup. A rating. You could get the high 50s, 60s with an A rated setup, but if you just lower one or two things that you won't need, like your sensors, if you bring those down a level or two, if you're using D rated sensors instead of A rated sensors, if your engineering is lightweight for some things, stripped down for other things, like you can strip down, like you don't need to have crazy thrusters, you're exploring, so you can go with clean drive thrusters that are stripped down experimental to make them lighter. The Anaconda has the possibility or the ability to have the most DPS in the game, or if not second most in this game if you play your cards right. You can build this thing to where you never have to switch your outfitting.
Okay.
But you really have to think about what you want to do. Like right now, we're building this really quickly, and you got to think about exactly what it is you want to do and plan it out because an Anaconda is also expensive.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. I've already sunk about 300 million into it.
Exactly.
Um,
So I think a good idea is to check out Coriolis.io and actually put put it together on paper, well, not paper, but on screen, so you can actually think about what you want to do. Because what you want to do, you want to leave the bubble and never need to come back. You will come back, we all do, but you don't want to need to come back. You're not going to see a station for a really long time. So things like your optionals, you want to look at auto field maintenance units, right? What they do is they fix your modules for you. Not just repair your body, but fix your modules. Doing what you're doing, you might be doing jumps using neutron stars. Your modules are going to take damage, but you're going to want two of those because an AFM, auto field maintenance unit, can't fix itself. So you're going to need two of them. You know you're going to probably need to do repairs at some point. You're going to fly into a star, it's inevitable. You're going to land on a high G planet and damn near die, it's inevitable. You're going to need those repair limpets or repair limpet controller. You're going to come across other aliens, right? Research limpet can go out and take a piece of the alien. So you're going to need research controller. Um, Collector limpets for obvious stuff. You might come across signals that you are going to go into and be able to pull up materials. You're going to want that limpet controller for collection. Um, think about your cargo space because you're going to have to carry limpets. And if you find interesting stuff, you're going to have to carry that too. So think about that thing before you even think about how many SRVs you need, or how many SLFs you need, because you might find, wait, I want to use that 7 slot for a single cargo rat that's huge, and go with something that only carries 2 SRVs, and I only get 10 refills of it or something. And the same thing with your SLFs. So you want to save those two for last. You kind of want to put those two in where you could fit them. Otherwise, go into your optionals and, like, think about all those little things that I just told you you're gonna need. Like, those are necessities. We haven't even spoken about anything else that might be for fun, like a docking computer. You know what I mean? But an Anaconda is the best ship to do this in because it's so well rounded and can do everything. It's almost overpowered. So that's the approach you should take with that Anaconda.
Gentlemen, I have docked at Privilov Port.
Well, it's about time.
Shut it, bitch.
Oh, don't get mad at me.
I can get mad at you. It's fine. You love me really, Lynx. It's fine.
I'm gonna come out with my healer. It's not fully engineered yet, but it's engineered enough to do the job. I'm kind of dying to test it out.
So what are we doing?
Well, right now he's still building. He's still building and looking.
Yeah. So at the minute I have the frameshift drive pinned, but I don't know what version of that I've got pinned. If you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, if you look at it, it'll tell you what it is. I mean,
It just
you're
says
not going to be able to.
increase range.
Yeah, so that's the right one. You're not going to be able to do the experimental here. You have to go to the engineer to do the experimental. But yeah, just make sure you got the biggest frameshift drive you could get. If you can't get the biggest one here, Inara, INARA.CZ, you can look up outfitting parts, and wherever you are, like, as long as you log into it, wherever you are, it will tell you the closest station to you that has that part.
No, I have A-rated the frameshift.
So what are we looking at? Sorry, what are we trying to do? Are we going out? What are we doing?
At this point in time, we're just kind of sat in port while I'm pissing money away up an Anaconda.
Okay.
But if you guys want to, I mean, I can hop back in the Clipper and we can head to a Hazres, go for a low for now.
Yeah, we could either do a Hazres or we could do a conflict zone.
Are we fighting?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
In
Because
our
I
own
now
ships,
need
or are we going in?
eccentric hyperspace trajectory something or other. So it's cut off.
Now, we can either do it as a wing or we could do it in multi-crew.
Okay.
I have a Corvette.
I have not done multi-crew, so I don't know what's involved.
Well, you would basically be docking.
Now I've got a jump range of 25 light years, so that's better than the 19 I had 2 minutes ago. Not quite 60, but you know. And the insurance cost has actually come down. That's always nice.
Basically, multi-crew is you can either man the turrets or man the SLF.
Okay.
So the optionals, you'd think I'd just go Olympic crazy on that one then?
For the most part, I mean, like, you might have to make concessions here or there because I don't know exactly what it is that you have in mind of what you want to do.
Neither do I.
I just kind of know if you want to be able to be out there for a long time, you want to be as self sufficient as possible. So the two AFMUs, the repair limpets, are a must. Um, the collector limpets are going to be a must. And the research limpets, so that's already 5 slots.
So I've got 1 6 empty internal. I feel like that needs to be cargo. If I go for a 6E, that can stick 64 in there. Because I don't know if I have anything bigger. 6 6 5 5. Yeah, no, 6 is the highest available slot I've got. Unless, of course, I ditch the fuel scoop, but I quite like the idea of having a very, very large one.
Yeah, no, keep the big fuel scoop.
So, cargo.
So you will
6.
regret not having that.
There is no like A-rated cargo rack, is there?
No, there's no A-rated cargo rack.
So 64 buying options. Buy. I've probably got all of this crap in storage. 6A shield generator. 60 fighter hanger. I've got a 4E cargo rack. I might ditch that. Why it's in a 5 slot, I honestly don't know. Obviously came with it. Where's my cargo rack? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 5 slots, although no, 3 5 slots. One of them's military. And then 2 4 slots, a 2 and a 1. The 1 I was just gonna stick a like Olympic controller in there, one that's not that commonly used. Like I don't need 20 odd freaking research limpets or something out at one time, right?
Right.
So I can just have like a research limpet in there.
Correct.
What we got? Prospecting, collecting, recon limpets. Those ones?
Yes.
So if I stick a recon
No,
limpet...
no, not recon limpet, research limpet.
This place doesn't sell them apparently, or they don't come in
Okay.
ones.
No, they come in ones. They probably just don't have them here. But
So I'll leave that.
you can get them from you know where you could get them from. Where was this starport that I used to go to all the time before this one?
Ray?
Yes, you should be able to get it from Ray Gateway.
Okay.
But there should be one closer than Ray. I just don't have an hour in front of me because I'm in VR.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Right, so okay. So maybe we start at the top and work our way down. So we've got 3 5 slots. Browse shop. Am I gonna need hatch breakers? I can't see that really.
No. If you were a pirate or if you decided to start stealing stuff from places, sure, but
The auto field maintenance unit. I probably should stick that in a 5, right?
no. Go to the bottom.
Okay.
Go to the bottom. All right, start from 1. You have your planetary suite.
Yep.
What do you have after that?
Empty.
Empty.
An empty
Okay.
1.
All right. In that empty one, it's up to you if you want a docking computer or not.
Yes, I do, because this thing is fucking huge.
Then put a docking computer in there.
What's the difference between advanced and standard?
Advanced. Advanced is the one that does the auto launch for you.
Ooh.
That's fine then.
They've got
Right,
new
so 2.
currency as well, haven't they?
They do, yes. I'm never ever going to use it. Not in a million years.
No.
So now I've
what's
got
your
a
next
2.
one? Okay, so your next one is a 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
put a limpet controller in there, and I would say that could be where your research limpet is going to go.
Yeah, that's what I
So
was
leave it.
thinking.
What's your
So
next
empty
one?
that one. Next available is a 4.
Okay,
I've got 2 4s and 3 5s left.
2 4s and 3 5s. All right, you can. So we got the research limpet. Put a repair limpet in that one.
And a 4? Okay, repair, recon, repair limpet. There we go. Oh, they only go up to 3s. That's boring.
Yeah, and
Repair limpet controller. Maximum limpets 2.
yep. And then in your next 4, put your collector limpet.
Collection limpets. A rated. Okay, now we've got 5 military.
Okay, we're not worrying about 5 military right now. How many slots you got left?
3 5s.
3 5s. Okay, so you can do 2 AFMUs and a. Did you already put a cargo rack?
Yes, we already have a 64 cargo rack. Do I need to refine any of the crap? I'm
No,
not going to need a refinery, am I?
no.
So AFMS. So just bang a 5A in there, 8.5 million.
And now you can put your SRV.
SRV's already in.
Okay, cool. SLF is already in.
Yep.
Cool. Shields are already there.
Shields are, yep. I've got a 6A shield generator.
Fuel
So you want 2 AFMUs? Yeah, I got fuel too.
Okay. Yes, 2 AFMUs.